Well, Owen Beiny is a snapper and also the owner of an agency that sells the pictures on. Harry throwing punches, boots have been put in famously. A judge kicks a taxi driver once thinking he was a snapper. But baked beans?
I know, it's crazy. I think he's lost it. That's it for Hugh Grant. It's more like Huge Grunt. I think that's it for him. He's had 15 years of photographers in his face and journalists asking him questions, and he can't take it anymore. And he's got a short temper. This isn't the first time. And I think, especially in the wake of Diana's death, photographers now are scared that they have such a poor reputation. They're scared when these altercations take place to actually put their hand up and say, I got hit, I got punched. And sort of got on to Ian, who's actually said, look, you know, I've been attacked here. I'm just doing my job like everyone else.
You know Ian, you say he's actually one of the really nice, gentle paps as they go.
Ian's a good friend of mine. I spoke to him just moments before I've come on air. He's a genuinely nice guy. He's a family guy. He's got kids. He's just doing a job. He's doing a 9 to 5, just like you or I. And there's no reason why he should be attacked and have beans thrown at him or kicked or punched like anyone else.
But do you ever, I mean, when you say Ian's a chum and you get together and have a beer after a busy day's shooting, as it were, I mean, do you ever think about the issue of whether there is a line over which you shouldn't go when you're pursuing somebody? I mean, you were saying just while we were watching that clip of film there that, you know, Hugh has been the target for a long, long time. There's a lot of interest in him. Is there a line you don't cross?
Yes and no. The line that we go by is the guidelines that are set out for us by the laws of this country and by the PCC, the Press Complaints Commission. No matter how much sort of adrenaline pump you might get when a celebrity's running around and you need to take photos, you know the rules. And we've seen that with Kate Middleton in the past few months. We've seen what happens when those lines are overstepped. When photographers get too close, you will either get kicked, punched, or complaints made against you.
Can I just butt in? Do you think you contributed to the breakup of that relationship?
Very much so. You know, it's clear that a part of their breakup was the amount of pressure on Kate Middleton. But is that a right thing or a wrong thing? Well, when you're seeing, you know, a prince, what do you expect? Yeah, that everyone's going to ignore you? Do
you and your mates, though, who are paparazzi, I mean, do you ever feel bad about it?
Honestly, we're professionals, so no, we don't get involved. In the same way, sort of hard news journalists, when they're in war zones, don't stand there and pick up the arms and legs or bits of people that are getting blown up. We don't have a care, not in a uncaring fashion, but it's their life. We're just photographing it. We don't make the news. It's only on this rare occasion when they drag us into it by throwing things at us that we're a part of it.
And ultimately, we either buy the papers and the magazines or we don't.
It's a vicious circle. Who's to blame? The photographers for taking photos, the agencies like myself for asking for those photos, the papers and magazines who want them, or indeed you guys for buying the newspapers and magazines.
Absolutely.
Yep, I know.
Good to see you, Owen.
Thank you.
We could go on, couldn't we?
I think it's a genuinely intriguing subject, I really do. Which is why.
We want to